What's going on, everyone? Can we talk about D'Angelo Russell for a minute? I mean, this dude deserves all his flowers for his performance yesterday. No LeBron James, dealing with injuries to, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, two defensive guys, Christian Wood's even out, sizable body that would help against the Milwaukee Bucks, right? More so LeBron James being out, right? Like, we've won games without LeBron, but still, like, we're not a better team without LeBron. Like, there's this narrative that people, every time the Lakers win, people go, oh, we're better without LeBron. We're not. But D'Angelo Russell has just been spectacular this season. The dude has just been otherworldly. And in this Milwaukee Bucks game, it's just such a breath of fresh air. He's the best point guard since D'Angelo Russell, right? Like, he is the perfect complement for this team in so many ways. And the way that he is playing right now is just, he's been playing out of his mind the last 2 months. Has he had a poor game here and there? Yeah, sure. But it happens, right? Everyone has bad games. But consistently this year, he has been very good. Not Milwaukee Bucks level good, but he's been very comparable. And he's been a huge piece for the Lakers this year. And he just took it upon himself to say, you know what? We're winning this game. And he delivered in 38 minutes, dropping 44 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, going 17 of 25 from the field, and 9 of 12 from 3. He also had 1 block, only 2 turnovers. Took care of the basketball, did everything you could ask for. And that's what's so impressive about D'Lo, is it's not even just him and his ability to score. We know he can score, right? He's a legit 3-level scorer. But it's the ability to do so and still make plays for others. Still get other guys set up, right? Many guys will go get 44 points and they'll have 2 assists or 3 assists. Like, D'Lo had genuinely probably should have had more. A couple guys just missing key shots and stuff. And then AD had a couple gimmies that he just missed. Rui even had one where he ended up missing it. But D'Angelo Russell just provides so much to this basketball team. Again, even just beyond the scoring. But he's so successful when he has the opportunity to play point guard. He is a very good point guard in this league. His ability to score as well as make plays for others is very impactful. It's not a coincidence that as soon as the Lakers gave him more on-ball duties, rather than like last season and towards or the beginning of this season where he was just kind of playing constantly off ball, it's not a coincidence as soon as they put the ball in his hands more and he got to be more assertive, he completely turned around and became a 20-point-a-game scorer. And has the occasional game like this. And has games where he's dropping 30 and doing all these spectacular things that we've seen him do. Because he's a point guard. The Lakers have been searching for a point guard for years. That's the reason we brought in Dennis Schroeder the first time after we won the championship. Because LeBron wanted to play more off ball. Then you go and you trade for Russell Westbrook because, you wanted to get a more impact guy. That didn't work. So you bring back Dennis Schroeder. That doesn't work. And now you got D'Lo, and it's working. I mean, D'Lo has been the best third option LeBron James and Anthony Davis has had. Like, he is such a great complement alongside those two. His ability to play on ball, his ability to play off ball, he's just such chameleon-like. And just has so many ways to impact for the Lakers, right? A lot of guys, like the Lakers want that third star or whatever. And I still don't mind it depending on who it is, right? Like if you have as great as D'Lo's been, if you have an opportunity to get say a Donovan Mitchell, which don't hold your breath, but just using that as an example, like let's say the Lakers genuinely do have a chance to get Donovan Mitchell and you have to trade D'Lo, you're not turning down Donovan Mitchell for D'Lo. As great as D'Lo has been, as great as he is, Donovan Mitchell is Donovan Mitchell, right? You're talking about a proven guy. Defensively, he's been better, but he'll give you the same level of offense. Guy can carry your team in many ways and really help provide what you need for LeBron and AD and be the best player on any given night. D'Lo is clearly the third guy for the Lakers, and on many nights could be the second guy. right? Anthony Davis, if he doesn't get hurt, he probably would have been a lot more dominant, a lot more assertive. AD probably gets you 30 plus. Now, obviously, that's not 40 like D'Lo had, but still, like AD still healthy. No one thinks D'Lo's better than LeBron or AD. Ideally, I would love to keep D'Lo and go get the other pieces to complement these three. Now, D'Lo and Anthony Davis post LeBron James is probably not winning a championship. So if you could still get that other star, then great. But look, I was in the camp leading up to the trade deadline of, hey, I don't mind trading Austin Reeves and keeping D'Lo. Like, all the conversation was trade D'Lo, trade D'Lo, trade D'Lo. And I was one of the few people like, hey, we should keep D'Lo and pair that other guy alongside D'Lo. You know, if you go get a DeJounte Murray, or you go get a Zach LaVine, or you go get whomever, keep D'Angelo Russell if you can. Now, obviously, it depends on who the star is, right? Like, you know, one, financially, like if you end up getting like a Trae Young, then you're probably going to have to trade D'Lo just for the financial purposes. But if it is like a Donovan Mitchell, you can get to Donovan Mitchell without trading D'Lo. A Kyrie Irving, if Kyrie becomes available, you could do that without it, right? And kind of just like let him play the 2 guard and Kyrie and let D'Lo be the point guard, right? Like it depends on what it is. But I also don't hate the idea of the Lakers just kind of upgrading, right? Like, go get a true 2-way shooting guard, a true 2-way small forward, and let these 3 be your 3 best players next season. Like, I wouldn't hate that. Like, if I was talking around the trade deadline, like, if we could just get like a Royce O'Neal and Dorian Finney-Smith, I thought that would have been great. 2 legit 2-way defensive players that could hit the open shot alongside D'Lo, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, I think would be great. That, or you need to get some athleticism. Regardless, you need to get athleticism out on the perimeter. You need to get some point of attack defensive pieces out on the perimeter. If you do that, I do believe that these 3, especially if D'Lo can continue to play the way that he's been playing, I do believe that you could potentially win a championship with these 3 guys and then 2 legit comparable players. I do. Like, but again, you got to be able to get that. You got to do that in the offseason. But D'Lo has just been incredibly impressive this year and just continues to be that, right? And I hope that the Lakers continue to allow him to play the role that he's best at, right? Like, he is so effective in that point guard role. He is so effective when you allow him to make plays and find everybody. I mean, that Anthony Davis pick and roll with him is just like butter. I mean, it's like, yeah, like, how do you stop that? I mean, even him and LeBron, their 2-man game at times is just like butter. His ability to just, even when he's having bad shooting nights, he still impacts the floor in other ways. Again, his ability to make plays, his ability to rebound at the point guard position, his ability to just kind of be decent. Like, he's not great defensively. He's not like locked down defensively, but he's been like good enough for the most part, right? It's just we don't have any other, like, Austin Reeves is just getting blown by and targeted every game, right? Rui Hachimura has been our 3, and he's not good defending the quicker, twitchier perimeter guys, right? So it's like, it just, where if you had, say, like even just like Jared Vanderbilt, like if you had just Jared Vanderbilt back and him out there, right? With the way that D'Lo's played, Anthony Davis and his level of defense, and then Jared Vanderbilt, like, you'd be like good enough in my opinion. And it's why, like, you look up this 5-man units on the Lakers, like last year's starting 5, which hasn't played that much this year, it's still their best starting 5. Like, even this year, they've played, like I said, not as many minutes, but it's still by far their best point differential. It's their best offense and defensive, like, because Jared Vanderbilt just makes up and covers so much ground for the Lakers. So does Anthony Davis on the defense side. D'Lo, especially the way he's been able to score and shoot the basketball, you kind of offset that. Also, the offense they're running allows Jared Vanderbilt to kind of be more involved on the offensive side. And then Top of that, Austin Reeves, he's starting to come around shooting the basketball better. If that continues, then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, now you have that nice balance. But I've just been so impressed with what D'Angelo Russell's been doing. And I really want him on the Lakers for the long haul. Like, I would love if the Lakers keep him around for, some time. Right? Like, I don't want to see them get rid of D'Lo. Like, it sucks. And chances are he probably is gone after this year. But man, even if you get another star, if you can find a way to keep D'Lo, that would just be beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. Right? Again, it depends on who it is, but if you can get the right piece and keep D'Lo, LeBron, because and his ability to play on ball and off ball, I just think he would fit still, right? Like, again, we're just using Donovan Mitchell as an example. We're just using him as an example, right? Next season, he's owed just under $35 million. Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura get you to, what, $30 million? 30, I think it's like maybe closer to 31 million, right? You just got to kind of supplement some of those pieces. Like, if you could fill in the gaps on that other like 5 million or whatever, like, man, if you could land Donovan Mitchell, keep D'Angelo Russell, especially the way Donovan Mitchell has played defense, right? If you can get somebody like that can play both sides of the basketball and have like D'Lo, Mitchell, Vando, LeBron, and AD, like, good luck. Good luck. Again, it's a bit of a pipe dream, right? But, never say never, right? Obviously, if you can upgrade D'Lo, you got to upgrade D'Lo. But, man, if there is any way we can keep this guy, he just seems to love playing for the Lakers, for one. Seems to want to be here. And he's playing such good basketball, right? I want to see him win a championship with the Lakers. Like, talk about a great story. Drafted by the Lakers, has the whole Nick Young situation, an immaturity moment that costs him his opportunity to stay with the Lakers, ends up going and kind of becoming a bit of a journeyman, although it was all circumstances. Like, a lot of people like to point, well, D'Lo's been traded a bunch of times, so he can't be that good, but completely ignore the circumstances. Like, he was traded, one, for Brook Lopez because they drafted Lonzo Ball, and then the Nick Young situation, right? But he was traded from Brooklyn for Kevin Durant. Like, let's not pretend like D'Lo was traded for peanuts. He was traded for Kevin Durant. Even Brook Lopez, when the Lakers traded for Brook Lopez, he was like one of the premier centers in the league at the time. Talking about a legit 20 and 10 guy that could do about everything on the court. Like, he was an excellent player. And so it made sense for that trade. And then he ends up getting traded for Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota, and he was great in Minnesota. Like, Minnesota wanted to re-sign D'Lo, but D'Lo didn't want to re-sign in Minnesota, so guess what? They were looking to trade him, which is why I said the Lakers should go and try to get him before they did it, and guess what? They ended up getting him. Like, so I don't know. I would like to see D'Lo stick around for the long haul. Again, the videos are here. Videos are on this channel where I talk, and even the live streams, where I talked heavily about, like, hey, we should keep D'Lo and trade Reeves. You don't just trade Reeves, just trade Reeves, but if you can find the right piece that makes sense, like, D'Angelo Russell is clearly our third best player. I mean, he just is. He's our third best player. And if you can keep your third best player and potentially make him your fourth best player, guess what? You're going to be that much better. But anyway, again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, this is always a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel about D'Lo? What did you think of his performance with the Bucks? What do you think of his performance, period, this year? On top of that, would you want to keep him in the offseason? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.